Hello, Leonardo. It is a pleasure to have you here. And I'm extremely sorry that we were not able to meet in one place, in one room, it is so important for this particular composer, for any, of course, but for this, it's the most important. We have to talk about colors most of the time, softness, most loud sonorities. I don't know how it's going to go with the microphones and not perfect systems, but at least we do something. I really enjoyed your performance. It's fantastic. And I don't know what can I do here? How can I help? But I think we can find a couple of things to talk about in this piece. Why don't you try the beginning? Yeah, it's okay. So, no, it's really hard for me to judge the sound. And it sounds quite soft when it's necessary to play pianissimo. And it should be really soft. And dolcissimo. It's not only dolce. It is pianissimo plus dolcissimo plus una corda, right? Mm-hmm. In the recording, because probably it is from the hall, right? From the concert hall. Maybe those microphones catch you really, you play pianissimo, but it sounds as a full piano. Yeah, in this place. Now, actually, at your home's piano, I like it better. No, the sound itself, yeah, this pianissimo, really, absolutely. What I would say, this. I would hear when you were playing, and you're playing what is written actually. What you make pochissimo crescendo, but I think this voice is under. So basically, this one, it's inside. Okay. Try to do that. Then I don't know what is in your edition. So I have a complete slur between here. Do you have a slur?
Yes, sure.
And second time, maybe he forgot, but second time there's no slur. Do you have second time slur?
Yes, but in the first edition, there is no second slur.
Right.
Separate.
So I don't think that's an important thing, just to check, right? Mm-hmm. Because first edition there's right. Try to play. So imagine this. Hear the sound, extreme pianissimo. Of course, this is a little bit more. However, this chord will be softer, right? A long note, and even softer. More and with more improvisation, I would say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, try to do that. It's better, Leonardo. Can you make this, the fingertip a little bit more focused? It sounds a little bit flat. I would say more tiny, but more sonorous. More color there. Better. Yeah, and then because we are building. Okay, our deal here is to from first note to the last note to make a form working together. But there is so much rubato, so much differences, right? Now, if, like for example, one of the ideas of making it more connected is to make connections between material, similar material. For example, first time when you play it, you do something, right? And if you do second time the same thing, it's, for me, it's already broken. It's already something, it's already stiff. Can you make it second time something different, less, maybe less sound, more rubato? You understand, right? Never do the same, okay? Yeah, either more or less. Either more or less. I prefer softer. A little bit more dreamy. Yeah, I prefer. But you can do, don't do anything special and unnatural. Of course, it should be super unnatural. And that still, I still hear this, and this is kind of covering the under. So this chord should sound more richer than this. This is more airy. Okay, let's not repeat it. You understand that perfectly.
Yes, yes.
And then come back to tempo, a little bit to tempo, convoglia. So convoglia maybe, what? Go, kind of elevate, and go to the next one to, yeah. Leonardo, no, this one, I mean, can you start here?
Okay.
And then this next one, what? And then continue. Can you? A little bit more. You see, of course, there's poco crescendo after that, right? Which you're completely right. You're right. You're doing it. But I don't feel connection between. Understand what I mean? It's a development. All right. Let's do from here. And of course, that one. Yeah, and you can do this non-legato. You know, like in Chopin, very often when you have this non-legato, it is poco rubato as well. I think this perfect works here. What? To nothing. Last one is really, really soft. Then, of course, you come back to tempo even faster. You understand, right? But before you can make little retardando.
I wanted to make a connection between the first tan, 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 and then the second time maybe stop it.
Okay, that's good. Okay, fine. That's another way of thinking. Yeah, good. Don't forget diminuendo.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, and I like that you're combining 4 bars. Yeah. Can you start though with pianissimo? Whenever listen, you're a little bit. Your color is a different color. I see it more transparent. Yeah. It's like, yeah, and very much dolce. Can you make, Leonardo, can you make this the same thing without thinking too much? You're planning. I hear you're planning. Make the arch naturally. Don't worry about how much crescendo you do or diminuendo. Just make it an arch. Don't think too much. Yeah, that's beautiful. So when this chord come, it's important, the harmony itself, right? Don't miss. Try to do this in the beginning, from beginning, from there. Yeah, and I think when you can make color poco crescendo, but in the left hand, dissolve it. When you play, I hear too much every. It's make it magic. Can you try? Yes. And then?
One.
Yeah. You know, this is very interesting. When you were playing before Accarezzevole, right? Before that, so you played this crescendo, and we remember this. We remember. Then you play this. This one, next one, play softer. So it should be continuation of the previous.
Right.
Yes. And then soft. Yeah, this is really amazing. So suddenly painter is painting different colors. This is genius, right? So so when you don't play, first of all, start from that accelerando. Don't play loud. You're already soft. You already did this, right? So start and you a little bit of crescendo, but a lot of suspension in your wrist because it sounds hard. And this one now dramatic change. So this one absolutely white, right? And now here you can do a little bit of rubato when you begin the new color. So basically do whatever you need to do to make it extremely different. Let's do this softer. Start softer. This one. Yeah, and then, just make it actually accarezzevole. Just do it directly what he says. Caress. So this is because what I hear your thumb sometimes too loud. Just caress is what no problem, right? Caress your keys, yeah? Yes. Beautiful. Okay, let's go. You see, this is very interesting, very hard, and you're playing it beautifully. Now, interesting what is written. So they've written a lot of staccato and pianissimo. So in the beginning, so of course this is like pizzicato. Now, of course, it's very hard with the right hand to play it completely without pedal. So when you use the pedal, use 1/4. Don't pull down the pedal quite a bit, because the string starts to vibrate, and we can't produce soft sound. So now, however, soft sound is most important in the beginning. This flying sort of, yeah, presto con allegretto, but this is still not staccato, right? Staccato is that you can do sort of connected to the previous material. Then, and actually more character. And I would do a little bit of crescendo before the next, and then starting to make more color. And look, from pianissimo, we're getting to forte finally. And this forte is full forte, but nice, okay? Let's try very, very soft, 1/4 of the pedal. So we still have boom, 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 cello, whatever, bass. So we hear that. Otherwise, pedal connects everything and we don't hear. And tempo, really, don't be afraid of presto. Yeah, so. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. So now, of course, we have this tenuto, and we know tenuto means longer, right? But you also can go there. Kind of. Yeah, don't be afraid. Don't over control, because I feel that you want to do everything exactly what is written, and you're right. But this is not Beethoven. Okay. You have more freedom of doing things. It's a new time. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, very beautiful. Look, yeah, of course, don't exaggerate. I don't mean accents, right? But moving there makes your playing easier, you see, and more exciting to listen. Don't you think, right? Yes. It should be crazy. It should. This is one of his best pieces. By the time he wrote it, he considered, and I think his wife considered that was the best ever, right? So. It's amazing how it is written. So make crazy stuff, right? Good. All right. I like a lot that you play without pedal with this things. That this works really good. A little bit more crescendo, no problem. If you do this kind of going to the second chord, right? Yes. Yeah, Leonardo, and more. Right? Yeah, this is piano. Of course, this is piano. Yeah. Yeah, and so disappear completely.
From where?
Yeah, it did. Just it. Yeah, and here, Leonardo, this is. Yeah, so this is great. Let's go back a little bit. When you're here having this, please play a little bit of pedal. It's a little bit too dry. You see, I'm using 1/4. Without pedal, sounds like that. We need pedal there because it just becomes dry. And the next thing you play when it's piano, it's not dry. It should be drier when it's piano, right? So, okay. So just use, yeah, and then no pedal. Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
No pedal.
Yeah, and no staccato. Yeah, more thing. Yes. Yeah, spectacular, spectacular. This is great. All this stay. Now, can you bring a little bit more basses when you're, it starts to go like a, so pedal point there. And then when you have this, we always miss it a little bit. You know how Horowitz does things like this. Yes, give the bass. And it is written 2 times, portato, right? So why not to do it?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go.
From where should I start?
Yeah, from this A major. F sharp. Yeah, Leonardo. Yeah, Leonardo. Yeah, can I ask you? Not, but from F sharp, right? Otherwise, it's a little bit too dry. Can you start? And then hold your force because this is just forte, right? Just more richer sound, richer pedal, but forte. Now, when you're coming here, you see in the right hand, you have not staccato. This is kind of climax. And then you have it more expressively. Yeah, a little bit with more pedal. Of course, he's writing pedal there. So make it different.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and that's so the entire page you're building, right? And you finally, you're coming to that point, right? When you have rubato. Yeah. So this is the biggest vibration you all do. And it's easy, in the left hand, there is accent, not tenuto anymore. Is it the same in your score?
Yes, accent.
Yeah, there's 2 accents. Before it was always now. And that interval is so important.
Yes.
Yeah, and then, okay, let's go from, and so you see rubato, you must do a lot of rubato here. Kind of special. Yeah, so this is good modification. This was okay. This is just forte, remember, right? Imperioso, but forte, right? More espressivo, sort of, right? And then the next element, nervous, con sordino, more tempo, like you play this presto tempo there. Although it is piano, of course, more nervous. Yeah, sì. Sottovoce, misterioso, affanato, a lot of things. So do it. Yeah, Leonardo, this one also a little bit more cantabile, more expressive. So the sound should not be hard. But actually, you're not playing hard. You're in the recording, it's perfect. Don't change.
I'm playing on a Yamaha C3. It's very bad. It's my.
That's right. That's right.
So
That's right. So, and then this is like many notes, like a one harmony. We don't care about everything. Here, the bass and the harmony, all the harmony should be like covered. The melody is covered in the harmony. Okay, let's continue. Piano, concertino, and you see this is nervous accent at the beginning, but piano. Yeah, Leonardo, may I stop you? Yeah, so this is the entire page. Again, you're building it, right? So we have first, then we have second, then we have third, right? Then what? The next one is, of course, here, the climax sort of, right? And that's the chord here. So can you build the entire page like this? Coming to the climax, and this is good. That one, okay? Can you start? Yeah, very nice. Diminuendo, molto accelerando, right? Diminuendo starts gradually, not right away. And then I wanted to tell you a couple of things. This is very strange. You see, 2 times piano, right? Right? And then pianissimo. After this one, this time is pianissimo. Can you show that difference? And then, of course, sforzando on the level of pianissimo, a little bit. Then piano. Then you're coming to forte, as you see. After that, mezzo forte. You see, I think it's because every time he wants different instrumentation, different color. Even when it's mezzo forte, it's just a color. It's not just softer. That's what it is, okay? Can you start pianissimo here? Yeah, great. So, question. This meno vivo, it's not adagio. Yeah, it is, of course, it is slower. no doubt about it. But meno mi vivo, as you're Italian, you understand what it means. Just slower, right? So let's try to connect. You see, our connection is just should be. It's the second theme. It's not so. Second theme is not a second movement. Let's say, yeah. So when you go ritenuto, try here ritenuto, right? And then tempo. So what the idea is, again, one page here, building. So this is one, then second one, and then third, right? And then it goes, counts down, and then again comes back. Pianissimo. Try to build it with a more simple way and feel the color. Really, 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 really soft, really dreamy.
Can I play from here?
Yeah, much better movement, I think. Think about it. I think this piece should be very, very quick. Not quick because of playing quick, but for listener, it should be always continuous. All right. Now, just one thing. When you're here, when you do harmony, you do this voice. However, in the left hand, to me, this is a little bit too much. Can you make it much softer? Under. You understand what? Sometimes I hear your thumb, your left hand, and it disturbs a little bit. You see how much? Can you play softer A? Softer. It's, the same thing. Same thing, under. We have to hear color, but not notes.
It's difficult to control.
I know, this Yamaha, no?
Piano.
Yeah, something like that, right? So when you practice, it's interesting. If you want super pianissimo, practice like this. You just pretend, you put the pedal, everything, but then pretend that you play. And then little by little, you see, your hand should find the proper weight, right? And so I'm going to put some weight little by little. This is how I remember the touch, you see? But try right now. Try to pretend that you're playing. And then put some weight little by little. No, Leonardo, don't move too much, because what you need is only the weight of your finger. Look. Only the weight of your finger. Yeah. You don't help. because you have a big hand, heavy big hand. You don't need to help. Yeah, okay. You see, what the ideal thing is just to have multi-layer harmony in Scriabin. It's anywhere, Rachmaninoff, it's everywhere, right? Let's go, continue. Then the last note, can you check out, I think you're playing it, as I remember, E flat, E flat gets to D. Yeah, a little bit more crazy. Yeah, I see piano. A little bit more crazy, more active. Got it. So when you great. That's great. So fantastic. Now, when you have again basses, so can you bring more B flat there? Down bass, yeah. Otherwise, it just kind of disappeared. Yes. Yes.
Play from before.
Yeah. Yes.
I forget.
That one.
Okay, understand.
Yeah, so this is because this is harmony. It's really important. You see, it's always there as pedal.
With pedal always there.
No, it's like pedal points. It's just harmonically. It's always there. Yeah, because his idea for this page, again, this Allegro Fantastico and Presto, every time B flat, no matter what. A little bit like, Rachmaninoff, same thing is, yeah. So, yeah, try to hear this B flat throughout, and then you change it drastically, Yes.
I understand.
That's it. You see, and you clear your mind right away. When you're aware of what's going on with the harmony here. It's interesting to analyze that. Okay, let's go. Leonardo, this is great. just a little bit too, can you make it more airy? It's a little bit too real. Make it a little bit unreal. More magic. This one, move softer. Yeah. Bigatissimo. Great. Okay, and then next thing. Obviously, in this course, the change tempo is not written. Yeah, so we have to make decision. And you're right in a way. You're playing the same slower tempo. But I think you can combine. And then little by little, you make sort of accelerando. Yeah, but yeah, could be like this. And it's absolutely legit. Or when you have, you know, for example, this you can do a little bit dreamy. Then you can play on tempo. And then you can change things. Yeah, you can be more free in terms of tempo when because it's a development, when the material is getting together. Try to be more creative in this and less precise for this tempo here. Yeah. So be make more changes. Look, I think he didn't write anything there because it was not possible to write all the indication every second. He just gave us a freedom of interpretation. Yeah, and when you come to the pianissimo, first of all, and then make sure that you have less pedal there and more nervous. And then of course free. You understand? Make more changes. Yeah, can you? This is, you know what, it's a part of the melody, of course. Make it a little bit more, I know, it's hard, especially because of this, all this, right? But make sure that it's connected. And then, yes. Yes, and then continue. More of fantasy world. Immediately change. Continue music, right? Don't stop. Okay. Very good, very good. Look, this idea is great. Yeah. Then in the previous page, couple of things. Don't miss harmonies. When you have this, then you have that harmony, and the previous one is here like this. So don't miss the vertical. Yeah, okay, don't repeat it. It doesn't, it's just, it's easy.
I understand. Yes, I understand.
Yeah. All right, let's continue. maybe from here.
Yes.
Yeah, look, it's really, it becomes all together, you know, the themes meet together. So this is the most challenging, to keep it in tempo, right? Now, can you start it a little bit more espressivo, this tautono? And then as it goes, make it more technical. Yeah. Bass. And harmonies, right? Colors. Yeah, very nice. So this at the end, these two bars you can make drier, already less pedal, because you need to take off the pedal in order to make diminuendo. Flying. Yeah. Try not to make even a little bit of crescendo. Absolutely in tempo, volando.
Here.
Yeah, no crescendo. Yeah, very beautiful, giocoso. Now, but when it's leggerissimo, even all these notes, leggerissimo. So you show them, but everything almost not touching. Make it unreal. As more transparent, really transparent pedal, and then better pedal here. When you change it, it's like, oh, that's a new color, pour. Leonardo, when you're making these passages in the chord, these passages, right? And then in your right hand you have this thing, right? Please, when you do this, you have continuation in your left hand. Absolutely soft, please. It's like it should be not restarted. Although there's new slur, but don't make accent. So your harmony should continue the same, pianissimo. Only this. Yeah, okay? Yeah, okay, very good. So we are running already out of time. Can we can you just go to the end and finish when this allegro?
Okay.
Yeah, just finish the piece. So we. Yeah, great.
Sorry, Master. I'm very.
Yeah, because when you play the entire piece, it's easier to play than like. Of course. Thank you very much. Listen, when there is allegro, can you please start really piano, and then poco a poco getting out to forte, fortissimo, etc. Even there's still not too loud, if possible. Only there's the little sforzando goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally fortissimo. Can you build it up? The last one, from the beginning, fortissimo, right? And then a lot of temperament, a lot of color. This is developing still, right? Much more passion there. Don't be afraid. This you have to really not to be afraid to break the sound barrier. Go. Everything. Yeah. Leonardo, that's great. Yeah, you see, you have to give all you can. All you can. Okay. Although you have culture in your sound, but still here, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. Give it all. Wonderful. Listen, I wish I could hear you alive, and I will, 100%. But at least a little bit of things to think about. I think you have
a lot.
Make it multicolor. Of course, there are a lot. You already found a lot of things there. A lot of inner voices, a lot of interesting things. But your colors, they should be really, really evident. And don't be afraid of playing particular pianissimo. More softer sonorities you have, better it is.
Okay.
Yeah. People say, it's not projecting. Pianissimo. If you're a good pianist and you feel that your fingertip is connected to your mind, to your heart, is going to go. Of course, you don't play pale sound like this, but in the whole, people start to listen that this is magic. Schnabel, I was lucky to study with Karl Ulrich Schnabel. It was Every single class, he would pay a lot of time to convince us to play soft. And then later, when I understood what it meant, I remember Rosalind Turek came, and she wanted really difference between voices. And I thought, I'm doing different. The other voice is softer. And it wouldn't work for her until it was so soft in comparison. Then I understood what they meant. Then if you listen to the historical recordings, let's say Rachmaninoff, Horowitz, doesn't matter, Gizeki, look how different the dynamical ranges and how much softness is in their playing. So they didn't afraid of that. And it sounds different, of course. You have color, yeah? Don't be afraid of that, okay?
Yes.
Fantastic playing, though. Thank you very much.